All right, well, welcome to episode 5 of Mickey's Earbuds. My name is Justin. I'm here with my friend David,
Hey,
and we're gonna open this up like we did last time with a little bit of Disney this or that. So I'm gonna quiz Dave here on a couple of this or that questions here, and he's gonna give his answer, and he doesn't have to give a reason, but he can if he want to, why he picks one over the other. But the category this time is Disney World restaurants.
ooh, I feel like I have the better category than you did. Last time you had rides.
So, in case you don't know us too well, food is near and dear to both of our hearts and stomachs. So, especially when it comes from Disney.
Oh
So,
yeah.
with that, we're gonna really put David to the test here with his this or that Disney World restaurants. Are you ready, David?
No.
Well, here it comes anyway. All right. First one. This is your princess dining category. Are you going to go to Cinderella's Royal Table or Akershus in Norway?
I've I've only read about both, and I have friends. You went to Akershus, and my sister's gone to Cinderella's table. So, having done neither or neither, depending on where you're from, um, I'd rather do the Akershus because I don't want to. If I'm gonna eat, I want to eat at Epcot.
Okay. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I would agree with that. So,
Okay, there
all
you
right.
go.
Plus, Akershus is a very little known venue anyway for dining with the princesses. You know, a lot of people see Cinderella's royal table, and while it's there, but people don't really recognize that Akershus is another option. Anyway,
I could be singing "Let It Go" the whole time.
I don't know if she greets there. Anyway,
You're telling
uh,
me in Norway that Elsa and Anna aren't the princesses?
well, they weren't last time. It may have
Okay.
changed. It may have changed, but they
Okay.
weren't last time. Anyway. All right, next one. I'm sure you're gonna love this one. Teppan Edo in Epcot's Japan versus Morimoto Asia in Disney Springs.
All right. So I haven't been to Teppanetto, but I've been inside Teppanetto, and I have eaten at Morimoto's, both the quick walk up and the sit down. Teppanetto, okay, so I might be spoiled for one, but I have hibachi places near me, you know.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna get hibachi, I'm not gonna get it on Disney property because I can probably get it cheaper. um, Elsewhere, just as good. And anyway, so that being said, I'm definitely going to Chef Morimoto's. When we went there that one time, we got this pepper chicken. It hurt in the best way possible. And sometimes you actually can meet Iron Chef Morimoto. And since I'm a big food person, I'd rather watch the Food Channel than anything else. Uh, Morimoto's, yes, please. I We want to go back. That's how good that place is.
Did you get the Wagyu?
The real Japanese Wagyu,
Yeah.
that's like $40 an ounce. No, we want to. We've got an Australian Wagyu and an American Wagyu, but apparently, like, if you want to get the real stuff, you are gonna pay the real price. So no.
Okay. All right. Next category. Hollywood Studios dining. Are you going to go to the Sci-Fi Dining Theater or the 50s Primetime Cafe?
Uh, so I am aware of somebody who works at 50's Prime Time, and I've been to the Sci-Fi Dine-In. I would probably go to the Sci-Fi Dine-In because cheaper, quicker. I know what they got there. What is that? The peanut butter and jelly burger is pretty solid. I don't know if they still do that anymore.
Peanut butter and
Um,
jelly burger. Oh,
do
that's a
they
new one.
do they do that anymore?
I haven't heard of that one.
Or
I
is the
know
peanut
there's
butter and jelly shake? I think I'm thinking
that
of the
yeah,
shake.
peanut butter jelly shake is at 50's prime time.
Yeah,
They used to have something called the American Picnic Burger at Sci-Fi, but I'm not sure it's
that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, that was good. And of course, fried pickle chips, which
Oh yes.
I love, and my wife will not let me eat if we both get it. So, because she'll eat it before me. So I'd go to 50's. I mean, I'd go to sci-fi. Sorry.
Ah, so confusing. Yeah. All right. Sci-fi it is.
Imagine being me.
Okay. Now, breakfast buffet. We're looking at breakfast. Well, not breakfast buffet. Breakfast all you can enjoy. Are you going to go to the buffet at Boma in Animal Kingdom Lodge? Or are you going to get the all you care to enjoy skillet at Whispering Canyon Cafe at Wilderness Lodge?
Oh boy, that's hard. Um, they're both really good. We're both really, really good. I think comparatively between the two, I've been a Boma more for breakfast. And I've been to the wilderness, the Whispering Canyon like 3 times for breakfast, and I've been a Boma more. Oh, I think I would go to Boma because I like the food better, and it's like a difference between a centimeter, even less. It's like by a hair because you can have a really fun time at the Whispering Canyon, but the food is just so good at Boma. I love that like oak grilled uh, port ham that you can get, or the oak grilled corned beef that you can get in the morning, and then
Yeah,
there's just so many good things there.
it is really, really good. And yeah, I put that one on the list because that would be a hard one for me to decide between two.
Oof. What would you
Uh,
choose? Let's just do it real quick. What would you choose?
Very slight edge to MoMA.
Yeah.
I love their French toast bread pudding with
Ooh, yeah.
pecan praline sauce. Oh,
Hmm.
it's out of this world good. All right, next one.
The jungle juice.
Okay. All right. Stop it. Stop it. We're getting you're making my mouth water. Anyway. Okay. So character buffets. Would you go to Crystal Palace in the Magic Kingdom or Chef Mickey's in the Contemporary?
I'd probably again I'd go to Chef Mickey's. It's cheaper. Uh, I'd like to get out of the parks to eat. I'm that kind of guy. I'd rather not be in the parks to have dinner. So I'd go to Chef Mickey's.
All right. I've never been to Crystal Palace. I
I
know.
have been in there. I've checked it out. It's a higher end one, but again, it's just the crowds in the parks. I'd rather have it be quiet. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
Okay. All right. All right. This one's a contest between Magic Kingdom area signature restaurants.
Oh
So
goodness.
get ready to lay some money on the table. Are you going to do it at California Grill at the top of the Contemporary, or are you going to do it at Narcoossee's at the Grand Floridian?
All right, so I have been Narcoossee's, and that's good. I've been to Citrico's too, and that's also good. Um, let's see, am I in the mood for seafood or I'm in the mood for like New American? Ah, dang, this is hard. Uh, what time of day is it?
Dinner.
Okay, so I could possibly catch the fireworks. That's rough because you can see the fireworks from both really well. So and they let you stay to watch it, or if you have a receipt, you can come back. Um, I'd probably go to Narcoossee's because I really love seafood, and Disney does seafood well. And that again, it's like a hair's difference. And who knows, maybe the chefs at California Grill are just better right now.
Mm,
That's tough. That's real tough.
all right.
Signature dining really is signature.
All right. Okay. You're in the Animal Kingdom. Are you going to sit down to dinner at Tusker House, or are you going to go to the Yak and Yeti?
Inside or outside yak?
Let's go with Inside Yak. Actually,
Mm,
yeah, it is Inside Yak, not the local foods cafe. I mean the sit down restaurant.
okay. Okay. Uh, let's see. I pro I'm not gonna usually eat at Animal Kingdom Lodge, at least not in a big way.
Not the lodge. This is the
I
park.
mean, at the park, but if I was, I'd probably go to Yak and Yeti.
Okay.
You know?
I I've been to both. I think I'd go to Yak and Yeti as well.
Yeah.
All right. And then last but certainly not least, the contest, the Disney Springs restaurant throwdown here. House of Blues or Chef Art Smith's Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Uh-huh.
Southern food versus barbecue. It's not. It is a real contest, but I'm gonna go to the thing that you can't go to anywhere else because
All
I'm that
right.
kind of snooty millennial. It's like, oh yes, the only one of a kind. I'm gonna do that one.
All right. Well, thanks for playing this or that.
That was tough.
Yeah, I thought some of them definitely would be. Others I thought would be a little easier, but I guess they weren't.
Well, when you haven't been to some.
All right. So on to our topic of discussion for today.
Sure.
Uh, and this one, you're more the expert here than I am, even though I'm kind of a regular visitor to the Walt Disney World area. Uh, is going to be you have one day in Disney World and you're going to spend it at a park. What and you live locally, so you can kind of come and go as you please in a way. Which park are you going to go to?
So if I haven't been in like a month or two, I'm gonna go to the Magic Kingdom.
All right, all right.
Um,
So you
yeah.
got one day in the Magic Kingdom, and you live locally. How you going to start your time at the Magic Kingdom?
So I'm gonna, roll it a bit around noon. No, no. So say I live within 2 hours. I'll just give the people that hint. I said the Tampa Bay area. So we're gonna leave. We're not gonna do rope drop, my wife and I, because we live local. Um, what we're gonna do is while we're driving in, Elena might go through the Disney app and she might see if she can score us some fast passes because you can get a couple fast passes during the day. And if she can score us a fast pass to like Spaceship Earth or not Rockin' Thunder, we'll hit them. But say she can't, or say we forgot you could do that. So I think last week we didn't have you use your phone. You just were just going blind. So say it's
Yeah.
harder for us. We can't. It's because I live local. Um, we would look and say we could. We would take whatever ride we could. But say we didn't look for fast passes when we'd come in. We're gonna go straight to. We're gonna take our time. We're probably gonna go and pick up a Starbucks in Main Street. You
Okay.
know, my wife is gonna get something strong and caffeinated, and I'm gonna get something. I'm probably gonna get. They have this green tea matcha thing that they do there, which I will get, and we'll both get our caffeine fix right away, and
Sounds
then
like
we'll stroll through the shops in Main Street real quick. We'll browse. We'll do a lot of window shopping, and if we see something, say we like, say my wife sees Mickey ears she wants, we'll note them and think about them the rest of the day. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, don't buy it on your first run through. Think about it. Keep going.
Get it on
Uh,
your way out, maybe.
yeah. Now, just as like you're local, you're going in for a day on a whim. We're also gonna do the thing where we're gonna bring a drawstring bag. We're
All
gonna
right.
bring a couple of refillable water bottles because they've been adding the water bottle stations all throughout the Magic Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
The ones you hit a button, it just puts in the cold water. Or if you know where the water fountains are, you're fine. And so my wife and I will have that. She has one from the Grand Floridian that she loves that she got a bunch of years back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna bring extra sun lotion. We're gonna bring hats. We're gonna bring we probably will have our magic bands because we're usually pass holders. And we're just gonna take our time. Hopefully we'll have gone to Boma beforehand, like we were talking about a second ago.
now
And
now that we've cracked that egg open earlier.
yeah, well, hopefully we'll have gone to Boma. I'll have gotten an extra glass of the jungle juice to go. I'll have poured it in my my water bottle, and I'll be nursing that that jungle juice for like an hour or two.
Not only that, but you also got help from the local cast member to roll you out of the joint, probably.
You know what? You go in with a full belly, You're not going to be spending money on the things. Um, we might, like I said, we might stop to get a Starbucks. But because if I've done what I like doing, which is on a normal day when we did go after a while, we will go to breakfast, we'll go to Boma, we might go to Kona Cafe, and then we'll head into the park. And then at the park, if we're still wanting it, we'll stop by and get a Starbucks. Um, and because we'll have filled up at breakfast, this is how I normally do it. And like I'm telling you, it's filling up because you go to the Boma. You're having a good day. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
We talked about it so much.
Yeah. And so we'll have breakfast. We'll head in the parks. We'll just enjoy ourselves down Main Street. I'm not on a mission, because I live local. And if I don't do it on that time, there's a good chance I'll be back in a month or so. So I'm not looking to kill myself and take everyone with me, so to speak. I'm there to just take in the sights, take in the smells, and enjoy and just relax and escape being in local Florida for a few minutes. To just, enjoy the magic in a whole nother way. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. Well, to me, it does.
Because sometimes when you live in vacation land, it doesn't feel like vacation. It feels like work. I don't know when's the last time you went vacationing in Maryland, Justin, but I'm sure it takes a lot to really get you into that mode when you're just going across town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
But Disney can take you out and like remind you, oh, this is a break. And so I'm not going to kill it. I'm going to just take it in. And so we'll get in. We will look for the rides. If the lines are short, I'm not going to do the whole like 20-minute. I'm not going to do like the hour and a half wait to get on something. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So the first place I'm going to go is probably, to answer your question in the most long-winded possible, is we're going to go to Tomorrowland first after Main Street.
All right. Yeah, what are you gonna do in Tomorrowland? What's your highlight there?
We're going to check the times first.
All right.
We're going to check Buzz. We're going to check Spaceship Earth. We're going to check the People Mover. Not
Where's
Spaceship Earth. I did it twice now. We're going to check the Space Mountain.
yeah.
And we're going to see what the length of rides are. And we're probably going to pick the shortest one out of them.
Okay.
Um, and of course, so say that Spaceship Earth. Now again, Spaceship Earth. I keep doing it. Space Mountain. Say the line is short relative to Space Mountain. We're saying like 45 minutes. We'll hop on that one. You
Yeah.
know. And say Buzz Lightyear is short line again, 45 minutes. We'll hop on that ride.
Right.
Uh, but between the and say they both were about the same time between them, we would probably hop on the Carousel of Progress too, especially if you did Spaceship Earth, then Carousel of then we would do Buzz, then Carousel of Progress to just enjoy the AC a little more and just to really enjoy the time.
I'm gonna
And
start charging you $1 for every time you call it Spaceship Earth.
I don't know what it is today. I got that on my brain. We'd hit up the People Mover because the People Mover is just fun.
That is fun.
But I think that's where we'd go with that. We'd do that over there. And we might stop in that shop next to the Coca-Cola place. What's it? Starlight? Not Starlight.
Uh
It's a pin trading place in Tomorrowland.
oh, Mickey's Star Traders.
Yeah, we might stop in there just to see if there's any new kind of swag. They usually will have like what's his name? Subject 77.
You talking about Stitch?
Stitch. We probably will see if they have new Stitch merch because I have friends that like Stitch. And check it out. We'll probably skip over the raceway, the the car ride. That's cool with friends, but I don't know. When you and I've gone, we haven't done that one together. You know?
Hey, just if you think you're having a bad day, because all right, you've called Space Mountain Spaceship Earth a number of times this episode. If you think you're having a bad day, just think of some. There's somebody I know that keeps calling the people mover the people eater. So it could be worse. You know, at
Just get
least you're
reamed on
confusing it
this
with
one.
another Disney ride. It's okay.
Maybe in the future, someone will ream me out for getting it all wrong today. That's fine. That's fine. At least they were listening. So, there's some low hanging fruit, right? Uh, then after, yeah, that would be my Tomorrowland experience.
All right, sounds good. Where are you going from there?
We just logically followed through. We'd head into New Fantasyland.
No bouncing
If we're
around.
if we're still hungry, we would possibly hit up where Bell's area is and look at Gaston's Tavern
Oh, okay.
and maybe get LeFou's Brew if we really want to do something fancy. But we're probably still held over from breakfast in the parks. And we'd look to, my wife and I, we'd look at possibly hopping on Ariel. I'd be remiss if I didn't see the wait times on Winnie the Pooh because that's my wife's favorite ride. One of her favorite rides. She is a Winnie the Pooh person. She loves him. The problem with Winnie the Pooh is the line is often very long. And given we might do that one if it's a 45. Peter Pan, we might do if that's shorter. For some reason, Peter Pan is always a long wait.
Yeah.
And we'll also look at Ariel at that ride. We'll probably skip It's a Small World. And because you just can't get on it, we'll probably skip the Mine Train.
Yeah.
For some reason, since they opened that a bunch of years back, I have never seen it shorter than like an hour and a half.
Right. Well,
And you know,
Fantasyland's just a big concentration area. There seems to be, no matter what time of day you're there, it seems like there's a lot of families spending time in Fantasyland, and rightfully so.
yeah, it's especially for little guys, especially when you go back to where Casey is and where this Barnstormer is,
Yeah.
which we would go back there just to see the 10th. Oh, I forget the name of that store. I think it's Pete Circus.
Silly Sideshow, Pete's Silly Sideshow.
Yeah, we would check that out. We probably wouldn't go on the Dumbo ride. It's not that I have an issue against it. We just probably wouldn't because the
Yeah.
Dumbo ride and the Carpets ride kind of remind me of the same thing.
Yeah.
Uh, but we do that. We would look at Barnstormer, and we might get on Barnstormer. Barnstormer's kind of fun, but we would probably mostly focus on the inside rides. Like I said, Winnie the Pooh, Ariel, Peter Pan, and if we have time, I love Mickey's Philharmonic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is a neat 3D show.
But if it was between Mickey's Philharmonic and Carousel of Progress, I would do Carousel of Progress
Hmm.
because there's nothing better than a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, in my opinion.
Especially when it's shining at the end of every day.
Thanks for taking my spiking that ball for me there. Um, so we would do that. Continue to make our way around. We'd probably stop by or see if Haunted Mansion was short the line. And if it was, and on short, again, relative, 45 minutes, we're in that line. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we do it. And by that time, so say now it's 2, we'd actually watch, or 3, we'd watch the parade
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
and just enjoy it. We wouldn't, like, if we didn't eat that morning, we would probably stop at probably Cosmic Rays and get something, get a burger, keep it easy. But
Yeah.
no, we'd watch the parade and enjoy it. Watch the all the floats. We try to get the attention of the face characters.
Okay.
You know, see if you can get Flynn Rider to wave at you, get Tinkerbell to wink at you, all these things. And then my wife and I would always do this, and this probably is not a nice thing. We always say, "That's a great Tinkerbell," or "That's a great Flynn Rider, and we just rate on how accurate to the character the actor is. Do you do that?
No, no, I can't say we do that. I mean, yeah, yeah, we don't do that.
Well, yeah, my wife and I will be like, she's a really good Anna, or she is a. I could see her being Aurora, or she's
Yeah.
a really great Tiana. We'll do that. We'll just watch them. Sometimes they may not be the best Tiana or the best Aurora, but some people are just like, she's got that character down, or he's got that character down. It's really
Gosh,
cool to see the differences. I guess that's one of those things when you're local, you can kind of tell the difference between who's the face character.
yeah. Gosh, I hope nobody's kids are listening to this. Wait, there's more than one?
Oh, sorry, sorry, children. Um, they're totally the person that you think that they are, and they're all good. They just, some Snow Whites are cut from a different cloth than others, and we'll do that. We'll be like, she's a really good Snow White, and we love that about the parades, and we love watching the dancers and singing along with the music. It's just a lot of fun. And as we're making our way through, we might hit the Hall of Presidents up. I'm a lover of history. I appreciate it. They'll change the stuff inside the Hall of Presidents where the different
Oh,
historical
the artifacts and
artifacts.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Hey,
They
I forget the name of the cast member who works there, but there's a cast member who works at the Hall of Presidents, and I think he's has to have been there for a decade or more working that attraction, and he knows a lot of really good presidential trivia and historical facts about the presidents, and he's just really excellent to talk to. I wish I could remember his name because anybody who ever goes to the Hall of Presidents, it's worth talking to that guy.
yeah, that's true. And next to the Hall of Presidents is also the waffle the waffle quick service.
Oh, delicious waffle sandwiches.
And you can get the waffles and chicken sandwich over there.
We do not like food on this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We do not like it at all. You can
For the
probably
last
tell.
the last couple sessions, we've recorded it before I've eaten dinner. So
Ugh.
so I don't know. Did you eat dinner yet?
Yes, I did.
All right, so at least one of us had the wisdom and the foresight to do that. But yes, that's there. That's a lot of fun. And the Hall of Presidents is not really political.
No, it's not. Not at all.
They
No.
do a really good job, and it doesn't matter what side of the spectrum you're on. I think that they're even handed with both, and I really appreciate that. Disney does a
I've
great job.
I've seen now four different iterations, I guess, of the Hall of Presidents. So I've seen President Clinton, President George W. Bush, President Obama, and now President Trump. I've seen all four of them, and I gotta say, I just love it. They do a great job with it, and yeah, I can't. It's kind of hard for me to pick a favorite iteration of the four of them. They were all really good.
Well, wasn't President Clinton the first one?
No, he wasn't the first one at Disney World. I think he
The
was
first one to
probably the
speak, I mean, I'm sorry.
yeah, he was the first one where they actually I think he was the first one. It was either him or it was George H.W. Bush. One of those two was the first ones to actually lend their voice to the attraction. Um, but yeah, it started with President Nixon, but back in 71. But yeah,
Yeah. They do a good job, regardless of where you stand.
yeah.
And I've only seen President Obama and President Trump, and I thought both of them were excellent. So that was pretty cool. And after that, if we stop on that one, I don't do splash usually because again, living locally, I don't like to be wet all day.
Uh,
I just don't like then getting in your car a little wet driving home. I don't like it. Um,
it's not as bad as he's making it out, folks. It really isn't.
I live where you vacation.
It's not Kali River Rapids. I mean,
Yeah, you can get wet even on Pirates a little bit,
a little
which
bit.
again, I would also hit Pirates up unless it was like a 2 hour wait.
Yeah.
Definitely would hit Pirates. We would do Big Thunder. If I could, I'd do that one twice. But we would spend a good time just moseying. We're not going to kill it. If we hit, my wife and I, 5 rides, that was probably, and I don't mean just like sit down shows, 5 rides. That was
Yeah.
us really pushing hard that day, living the.
Right.
Does that make sense at all?
Oh, it makes perfect sense to me. I mean, being a regular traveler to Disney World myself, not being a local, but still being there once or twice a year, there are times, especially when we're there in the summer, when we walk away from a park having hit somewhere between 3 and 5 rides. Again, not counting shows or anything, just rides, 3 to 5 rides, and we're like, you know what, that was a good day. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I could see that perspective very well.
You're taking it at your leisure.
Well, yeah, especially when you know as a local, you're in all likelihood, you're gonna be back. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing that is the debate for my wife and I is do we stay for the fireworks?
Mm, yeah.
Uh, and and do we stay for the kiss goodnight?
Ooh.
The our big thing there is say the first fireworks show I think is at 8, right, in the summertime.
Well, I think they only tend to do one of the fireworks, one fireworks show because it's just so much pyrotechnics. They only do it once. But yeah, I don't know. In the wintertime, it seems like they do it like 8 or something like that. But in the summer, they'll do it at 10.
It's late.
Yeah.
So say it's 8 o'clock. They're doing the fireworks show. For me, I could still be getting, depending on traffic, and I'm taking the most scary highway you've ever heard of. It's called Interstate 4,
No joke.
famous for car accidents and traffic.
I've never seen so many people get into car accidents with a guardrail.
Yeah, it's I've seen more flipped cars on that road than any other in my life, and I'm coming from an area of the world where we have ice in the winter, and there are more flipped over cars on I-4. Anyway, so the question is, and then the traffic was you're leaving I-4 heading towards Tampa, and you hit near the Champions Gate. You could be it's like a parking lot, and as the parks are getting closer to close, you're not the only one leaving. You know,
Yep.
especially if you're not staying on property and you're just going to go home for the night.
And
And
especially when you're talking about Magic Kingdom, the most popular theme park in the world.
yeah,
So,
so it's a real debate. I'll say this: 80% of the time, we're not staying.
yeah.
We just won't. We love the fireworks and the pyrotechnics displays at all of the locations that they do them, but we are going to go home.
Yeah.
Or if we don't do that, we're going to leave early. If we've made a plan for the full day, we're going to look for a quick reservation at one of the nicer signature restaurants in the area and go if we have that kind of ability, or one of the more fun sit downs. One of the ones that's actually really good and that's nearby is like the Wave. You can always get in there, and the Wave is just really good these days.
I still haven't been, but I want to go.
I can recommend that one wholeheartedly. I went to the Wave with a family member who has allergies. The chef came out and they made her a custom menu and made her food right on top. And she has a very severe set of allergies. It was the best. I was incredibly impressed. And I've heard that the Wave has only gotten better. I would go there. I'd go to the Kona Cafe, something like that. Kind of not signature, but probably something just a little below. And then we'd go
Right.
home. And it would be nice. We'd have a good day. We'd get home. It'd probably be dark when we got home, but
Oh
we
yeah.
wouldn't be getting up the next morning going like, what did we do with ourselves? We'd be getting up the next morning, maybe a little more tired than normal, but it would be
Yeah.
good.
Because again, if you're local, you're not on vacation or anything. You get up the next day and real life is coming at you.
Yeah, that's the thing. So say I with my schedule, I have Fridays off. So my weekend is Fridays and Saturdays. That's just, I'm a pastor. Sunday is a busy day for me, which I'm very okay with. I love it. So my weekend starts Thursday night. If we go on a Friday, I have all Saturday to recover. If we go on a Saturday, which we've done, I'm a little beat for the next day, especially when I'm teaching or something. So we plan ahead. If it's like a Saturday day, which is like my Sunday to most people, I am not gonna stay late. We're gonna leave and we're gonna get home before it gets dark. If
Yeah.
I have another day off following, we might stay into after dark.
Right.
It's just, and I guess that's really incumbent upon the person. Like Justin, you said for you when we did this last week for you, it was you imagining you were by yourself. It'd be a whole different game if your wife was with you. You know what I mean?
Yes, it would. And yeah, or anybody else for that matter. Basically the bigger your group gets, the more considerate people you have to keep in consideration as you're going along.
Yeah. And if I ever told Elaine I'm going to Disney by myself, my wife would very pointedly let me know I'm not allowed to do that. Like, what do you do? Like, no, you're not. And she would do everything she could to come with us. And now that I have expanded my family with new people, um, I don't know that I can do that with my very young children, stay that late. So we would probably be there for a little while part of the day, and we'd only stay for maybe 2, 3, maybe upwards of 4 hours because kids have their own demands. One of the things I can't stand, I don't know if you've seen this, Justin, is when somebody's dragging like their 5-year-old or their 3-year-old around the park and they look miserable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, like that's not a good way to do Disney to make your kids mad or upset.
No, especially when they're of the age where that memory is going to stick with them for the rest of their life. It's not a good memory to be stuck with.
So, yeah, it's just a little different. All right, so any other questions on what I'm going to do? Or what do you think you'd like to know for my perspective on Magic Kingdom?
Huh. Can see you're going to have to cut out a little bit of dead space here.
I'll cut that. I'll cut this too.
uh yeah, I don't know if I've got anything.
That's fine. We can end it.
Yeah.
All right, so then wrap her up.
All right. Well, thank you for bringing your locals perspective to a day trip at Magic Kingdom Park. And yeah, as you can see, it's a whole lot different from somebody who's coming from afar and has paid that 1 day ticket price as opposed to possibly having that Florida resident annual pass and just being able to more or less come and go as the schedule permits. Big difference. Thank you for sharing that with us, Dave.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope to see you next week. Please don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget to look in the description. You'll find our email address. If you have any questions for us, please go ahead and ask us through that email, or you can make a comment.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Yes.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, since we brought it up so many times in this podcast, BOMA, not a sponsor.
Yeah, yes. Hashtag not a sponsor. That's right. We're going to have to do a restaurant review very soon, huh?
Yeah, maybe. We shall see what we've got in store for you next week. So stay tuned.